Last few years I've been to many events with my friends. Movie nights, ski trips, and dinner parties are the most common out of all of them. In all the events, we always ask ourselves these 6 basic questions. Where and when are we meeting? What do we bring? How much is it? Where are we staying? And how do we get there? For small events, we can organize it using basic messaging apps like Telegram or Facebook. But for big events, there is so much more to consider. We wanted an application that has all these considerations in one place. We wanted Plevent. Plevent is an all-in-one application for managing and planning events. I'm Chris, I'm the team lead for this project, and I worked with Casey and Dippin to develop the features for this application. In our application, we wanted to provide our users a range of features that allow them to manage and plan their events before, during, and after the event. We use a client-server architecture where we use 2 databases. One's a Firebase database and the other is a Mongo database. We use the Firebase database to manage our group chat feature, and we use the MongoDB database to store all our data in the other features. Both the databases are connected using the server, and the client communicates with the server to retrieve any information. When you start the application, you're greeted with a login page where you have to enter your username and password if you're already registered in our system. Otherwise, you can click on the Create New Account button down here, where you just have to enter your details and then click on the Sign Up button to register. Since I already have an account, then I'll just log in with my details and then click on the Login button to navigate to our main homepage. So this is our main homepage. It lists all the events that you've created or have been invited in. For the purposes of this demo, we've created a birthday event so that we can show off the features of this application. If you click on here, you can see that we have 3 global features. You can check your friends list. You can ask our chatbot Plive if you need assistance, or you can check on your account. So we'll just click on this first. So in this page, you can see all your details as well as your password, and then you can change it by clicking on these edit buttons over here. And then if we click on the friends list, so this friends list shows all your friends. So I've added Dippin and Casey already, but you can also find friends by searching up their username or respond to friend requests if you have any. Plive is our chatbot. So there's quite a bit of features in Plive, so I'll get to that once I've covered all the features of Plevent. So if we click on one of the events, we can see a dashboard full of buttons. So we've thought about this long and hard, and we've decided that these 6 buttons are the main things that the user will care about when planning an event. So the users want to know whereabouts they're staying or where the event is being held. They also need to know how much it will cost, whereabouts they're going to meet up, how do we get there, what do we bring, and what do we buy. You can edit this event by clicking on the edit details over here. And you can either change the event name, change when it starts, or invite more friends if needed. So we'll just start off by clicking on the accommodation page. So this is the accommodation page where you can list out the places where people can stay in. So for the purposes of this event, the accommodation is where the event is going to be held. So you can see a title, so Chris's crib, the address of that location, when people can stay, the number of people that can go to this house, and how much it costs. So I don't really want to charge my friends to go to my birthday, so I'm just gonna slide this across and edit this event. So we're gonna only change the price. I'll just change this to 0 and then click on this to save it. Oh, and as we can see, it updated the price. So to add new accommodations, you just have to click on this button right here enter the details, and then click on the add accommodation button, and it will add it to the list. Since we don't need new accommodations, then we don't really add anything. So we'll just navigate back to the event details page and click on the expense details. So this page shows an overview of all the expenses you're gonna have for your event. It shows the total cost for all the expenses, and it also shows you a data visualization of your expenses by category. This data visualization is interactive, so if you click on one of these, say if you want to filter out food, you just click on this and it removes it for you from the pie chart. You can also get more details by clicking on one of these segments of the pie chart, and it shows you the exact figure of how much this category costs. To get more information about the expenses, you just click on this button right here, and it takes you to an expense list page where you can see all the stuff that you're thinking of buying. So we don't want to buy a $50 cake for my birthday, and we just want to edit the price. So to edit this, you just click on the expense, where you can see a nicer layout of the expense. You click on this button right here and only edit the fields you want. So I want to change the price, so I'll change it to a $10 cake for my birthday. There we go. And if we close this, you can see that it updated our list. I'm also planning on hiring some entertainment for my birthday, so I'll just add a new expense right here. Say I want to hire a clown, which is of category entertainment, and I'm planning on spending about $50 for hiring a clown. I just click on the add button right here, and it adds it to the expense list. So if we navigate back to the expense dashboard, it updates our pie chart and created a new category for us. Let's go back to the events details page. So the next up is the waypoints. The waypoints is where you're gonna meet up or where you're gonna stop during the event. So we plan to meet at Victoria University first, and then we're gonna go to my house, but the address doesn't seem right. To edit this, we just click on the waypoint and then edit the address, and then you just click on the edit button right here, and it updates our list. To add new waypoints, you just click on the add button right here, and you specify the title and the address, and then you click on the add button. So next up is the transport page. So this is our transport page where you can see a list of all the transports that we're going to use to get to our event. As you can see, we're using Dipin's car. It can fit 5 people and it uses diesel as a fuel. So the fuel type is used for estimating the fuel cost when you're going on long road trips. And each fuel varies in prices, and you sort of have to research how much it costs. But when you have the information on the fuel type, then it is somewhat easy to estimate how much the fuel will cost when you're traveling to and from a location. To add a new transport, you just click on this plus icon here and then enter the details needed and click on the add transport button right here. So we'll go back to the event details again, and we'll have a look at the gears page. So the gears page shows a list of things that you're gonna bring to an event. So apparently you're gonna bring clothes and someone's child. What? So we actually don't want to bring anyone's child. We don't even have children. Who added this? So we're just gonna delete it by scrolling this to the left, clicking on the delete button right here, and then just, yeah, we don't need a child in our birthday party, and that's it. It's gone from our list. To add new gears, you just click on this, and then specify a name, say shoes, and you click on the add button right there, and it updates our lists. So that's it. We're just gonna go back to the event detail page and look at the grocery list page. So the grocery list page shows information about the list of items you're gonna buy from the groceries. We can see that we're gonna buy a cake, And shoe, obviously we can't buy shoe from the supermarket, so I'm just gonna delete it by swiping to the right. To add a new grocery item, you just click on the add button right here, specify a name, and then click on the add button. Alright, so that's all the features in the dashboard. We're just gonna have a look at the other features available to our application. So first thing we're gonna look at is the availability planner. So this availability planner shows information about when people is gonna be available. So you can coordinate a time where everyone can go to an event. I want to specify my availability, so you just click on this configure icon and add a new availability. So I want to say that I am available from the 20th September to the next day, and then press enter. There we go. So if we go back, it updates the chart. So next feature we're gonna look at is the chat room application. Last night we were planning our availabilities, so we created a chat room called availability, and you can see our conversation from 2 a.m. I actually want to leave a message to see who added the child in our gears list, so I'll just leave a message and check back on it later. So you can use this group chat feature to coordinate with your friends or just have a conversation with them. The next feature we're going to look at before Plive is this your location feature, which shows you a map. So the map page shows your location. So if you click on this, it gives you information that you're currently in Upper Hut, and basically this is just a utility feature for people who's really bad at directions, such as myself, and need a map to navigate my way around areas. And finally, we're gonna look at our chatbot. So we named her Plive, and she is our chatbot assistant. So you can talk to her, send her a message, and she asks you what your problem is. You can ask her what she can do, and it gives you a list of quick commands which you can just type for your convenience. So we gave Plive features to check the weather, check the nearest toilets in your area, give music suggestions, give first aid suggestions, and party theme suggestions, and road trip game suggestions. So for this birthday party, I want assistance on deciding what theme my party is gonna be. So I'm just gonna say themes, and Plive gives you suggestions, and if you click on this, it navigates to a page, another application which suggests some themes. So that's all our features in our application, and I hope you enjoyed.